Merlin has returned. The iconic release, the iconic set from Topps is back. Let's have a look at it. Let's review it. Let's discuss. Topps are releasing their much-loved, much-appreciated set, Merlin. But you read the title right. This is not for the current season of 25-26. This is for last season, for 24-25. Hype around this release is slowly growing and getting bigger and bigger by the day. Since it is Merlin, there is automatically a lot of excitement within the hobby, within the community. That is a guaranteed thing. Demand for this product is going to be very strong. It's so strong that on Topps' website, the hobby box variant sold out within 5 fucking minutes. So watch out, hype is big for Merlin.
Okay, let's go.
As you can see on screen, there is the hobby box, kind of a neon blue, ocean blue kind of look. And let's have a look what you get inside. It is an 18-pack release with 4 cards per pack. You're guaranteed 1 auto and 3 numbered parallels. You also get 4 exclusive atomic parallels in the hobby box. It retailed for around £170, which is around the $300 range. So this isn't a cheap release, but it is still staying in the price range that we are used to Merlin being at.
Secretary Chu, Ways and Means has sent over a preliminary budget. It looks like the Department of Energy is looking at a 4% budget cut. Okay, no budget cut.
No budget cut.
As you can see on screen, there is your base card. Keeping with tradition, keeping it as we know. That is what we like from Merlin. The actual in-game action photo, just what we expect, so that is good to see. Now on screen, we see one of the inserts. This is Elite Society featuring Mohamed Salah. As we always know with Merlin, it keeps with that kind of upper tier look. It is a chrome finish. This will look sensational in hand, so there is your Elite Society. When it comes to Merlin, we get some massive case hits, and Renaissance is one of them. This is the Renaissance case hit for Bukayo Saka, and this looks like the stained glass version. Very much going to be loved and very much a big chase item. One thing Topps have done for a few years, they have started to incorporate a few of these looking cards, which is a very TCG orientated card. There is some hype for this insert. I think it's quite unique and it's nice to see. So there's the Griezmann for the TCG style insert. Now we see the autographs. So all of the autographs in Merlin are sticker autos. Here is what your base autograph's going to look like for Jude Bellingham. Here is your Ageless Alchemy autograph of Didier Drogba. I'm not really a fan of that look. I don't know what's going on with the swirl in the background, but this will be very much chased. And clearly, as always, Topps are throwing in legends, as you can see, because here is your Drogba. European Knights is a very popular chase within Merlin. There is your Ronaldinho. Last, we see the Match Ball autograph. So we know these are official game-used balls. Be interesting to see if the patches are non-associated or are associated. First up is the base cards, and the first thing of note is we have seen an increase on the amount of cards in the base checklist. We're up to 200 this year, so that is going to mean more product, more overprinting. Parallels have yet to be released, but as we know that Topps like to do, there will be a lot of parallels within this release. Now, on screen, we can see the current stars. Having a look through everyone you should expect. We've got Bellingham, we've got Saliba, Salah, Endrick, Yamal, Palmer, Barcola, Bruno Fernandes, Jamie Gittins, Jacob Ramsey, Olise, Solanke, Archie Gray, Alphonso Davies, Pedro Neto, Vitinha, Luka Modric, Lewandowski, Alistair Johnston, Jonathan David, Frimpong, Savinho, Cole Campbell, Joshua Kimmich, Mikey Moore, Rudiger, McKenzie, Nicholas Jackson, Di Maria, Luis Diaz, Lenny Yoro, finishing up with Rafinha, Thuram, and Olmo. So 200 players is a lot. So there is going to be a lot of base in your packs, and of course, a lot of parallels of those base cards. A very big list, very bloated indeed. Here we see base rookie variations. There are going to be 10 cards. This means a variation on the photo. We've got Endrick, Noweri, Mikey Moore, so a few cards to hunt there. The autographs checklist, 91 cards, so a lot of autographs straight off the bat. And as you can see, we are starting with the legends thrown in. For example, there is Del Piero, Dennis Bergkamp, but you also have some current players like Bruno Fernandes and Daniel Malin, Erling Haaland. There's a Ryan Giggs, Thierry Henry, Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, Yao Neves, Lucas Bergvall, Messi, Di Maria, Modric, Nico Williams, Peter Cech, Ruud Gullit, Lewandowski, Savinho, Solanke, Totti, Boniface, Vinny Jr., and Yamal. So that's the autograph checklist. There are some legends thrown in. Not a lot, but we still are going to see legends. So Ageless Alchemy autographs is next. All past players of the game. We've got Trezeguet, Schweinsteiger, Seedorf, Deco, Bale, Arteta, Ballack, Aguero, Henry, and Ibrahimovic. European Knights autographs is next. 19 players featured, and this is a bit of current and icons. Current players include Haaland, Musiala, Bellingham, Lewandowski, and then icons and legends of the game like Maldini, Roy Keane, Ronaldinho, and Zidane. It is not a TOPPS release and not a TOPPS checklist without them finding a way to get marks of excellence inside it. There are 8 players, and the first thing I got to say, which is refreshing, there is no Yamal, but we do see Messi and we do see Sir Alex Ferguson again. Other players include Kaká, Gascoigne, Ramos, and Klose. Mystic Knights autographs is next on our checklist, and it looks to be all current players. Here we see Sorcerer's autographs. 26 cards, so 26 players. And what have we got? We have again got a mixture of current and legends, as you can see, because there's Iniesta, Pirlo, Berbatov, Larson, Thierry Henry, and then current players like Bruno Fernandes, Camavinga, Jamie Gittins, Oscar Bob. And down the bottom, we get Nedved, Paul Scholes, and Thomas Muller. Here is Wizard variation autographs, only 6 players, and only 2 I would say I know, and that's Endrick and Noweri. But these, I'm guessing, are your rookies or your up-and-coming players to chase. So that is Wizard variation autographs. We're now into the relic autos or patch autos and ball autos, kicking off with Merlin's match ball signatures. 37 players featured, and it does look like it's all current players. Everyone we've seen in other autographs, so you're not going to see much variation here. And of course, there's Haaland and Musiala, everyone you should expect. Coming down, you see Pedri, Lewandowski, all current players, which is a relief, but nothing different from the other checklists. Now it is Merlin's dual ball autographs, 12 cards featured, all current players, and a variety of teams. Unfortunately, not every team featured, but there will be some big chases for people. For example, the Munich one is Musiala and Kane, and down the bottom you can see Madrid being Vinny Jr. and Endrick. We had the autograph version of Ageless Alchemy. Here is just the insert. 30 players are in it, and there will be parallels and variations of them. All legends and icons. Here we see Rivaldo, Bale, Schneider, Ibrahimovic, Hullet, Ballack, Aguero, Henry, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Arteta, Hazard, and Jermaine Defoe. Elite Society insert, 15 players, which means, unfortunately, not every team featured, but a relief, they are all current players. Merlin 1995 30th anniversary checklist. I know that these are to look like the 1995 sticker release that Merlin had for the Premier League. 20 players featured. Who have we got? We have got all current players, thankfully, and not every team, but a few of the big teams. There's Neto, Lewandowski, Kimmich, Van Dijk, De Bruyne, Solanke, Modric, and Di Maria. Merlin Chosen Ones is our next insert. 25 players. They're 25 players to keep an eye on. They're rookies. You might see something in there for you. Merlin's Gamers is next. 25 players. Let's see if it's current or legends. It's all current again. What a relief. We've got Pulisic, Griezmann, Wirtz, Musiala, Alphonso Davies, Saliba, Luis Diaz, Savinho, Barcola, Mbappe, Endrick, Heung-min Son, Nicholas Jackson. Next insert is Mystic Knights. 30 players. These are the non-autograph versions. Looks to be all current players again, which is a relief. Nico Williams, Leroy Sané, Martinelli, Nusa, Valverde, Archie Gray, and Rodrigo. One of the big chases, one of the big case hits is always Renaissance. And here we go. We've got, of course, current stars and legends. You've got Hullet, Nico Williams, Wirtz, Yamal, Sir Alex Ferguson, Harry Kane, Cruyff, Messi, Salah, Zidane, Mbappe, Mikey Moore, Xavi Simons, and Cole Palmer. So we had Renaissance. This is the Renaissance stained glass. It is the exact same list of players as the previous one, but obviously aesthetically, this will have the stained glass look. The Grail is next, and it is Lionel Messi, 2 cards, 2 of his Barcelona. Last but not least is the Shiny checklist. We're not sure what this looks like yet, but I am assuming it's a case hit. And you have Haaland, Bellingham, Son, Mbappe, Vinny Jr., Pulisic, Yamal, and Cole Palmer. Here at Totally Football Cards, we give a rating out of 5. But before we do, we give you 3 reasons for that score. Reason number 1, Topps have kept the eye appeal, what we expect aesthetically from the look of these cards, which is a bloody relief. Because one of the things we know with Topps is they do like to fuck with things and change things quite often. But luckily for us, and luckily for fans and collectors of Merlin, they have kept the eye appeal. They have kept the beautiful, classic-looking design that we know and love.
I look good. I mean, really good. Hey, everyone! Come and see how good I look!
Reason number 2. While there is some strong parts to the checklist, like, for example, there is different players featured in the marks of excellence, there is still a feeling of bloatedness. For example, we have now increased to 200 base cards. That, of course, means there'll be more parallels and more variations of each base card. So you are going to get a lot of base and pointless cards in your packets if you buy a box and choose to rip it. Topps have also done what they always like to do. They've thrown us legends and icons. It would be quite a relief and a great thing to see when a current modern day release features the current modern day players. We have so many players in our teams and playing this beautiful game. Give us the opportunity to collect cards of these players. Stop rehashing the same icons all the bloody time.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Reason number 3. It's something that some people are going to gloss over, but I think it is something that needs to definitely be spoken about. We are in the middle point of the 25-26 season, yet we are getting a 24-25 release. Topps, I understand you have a release schedule and you're obviously behind on it, but when you're this far into the next season, the 25-26 season, maybe think about shelving and not releasing last season. But it's Topps. Of course you want to make your money, and of course you don't want to miss out on that opportunity. So here we are. We're getting a release that's probably over a year late, and what will happen is our next Merlin will probably be released within the next 6 months. So we're going to be crammed with product. But of course, that's Topps. Topps love their money.
You smell that? What is that?
What?
What's that smell?
A cologne?
No.
Opportunity.
No. Money.
Oh, okay.
I smell money.
Okay.
So overall, out of 5, what do we give this release? It's a 4. It is a decent release. There is a lot going for it, more than holding it back. Merlin is always a solid, reliable release from Topps. There is a beautiful look to these cards. There are some massive case hits. And of course, there's always a lot of autos you can chase. It's also a product where collectors of all levels can get in and get their hands on some cards. I do think it's an insult releasing last season's product in this year's season, but it is Topps and they'll do whatever the fuck they want. If you are excited about the new Merlin release, which I wouldn't be surprised if you are, don't get caught up in the overhyping and the overpricing that will initially come with these cards hitting the market. I do not recommend opening the wax yourself. I do not recommend entering breaks. And if you are considering buying singles, hold off at least a month, maybe 2, because the prices will settle. They always do with Merlin product. As I always say on this channel, collect smart, collect with your heart, collect smarter, not harder. So what do you think about Merlin UCC 24-25? Do you think this release needed to happen when we're in the 25-26 season? Or are you not bothered and you're really excited? I love to hear your thoughts, love to hear your opinions as always. Hit up and sound off in those comments down below. This has been Totally Football Cards. My name's Jeremy. Yeah, buddy.
Let's get it.